Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I want to talk about the manga series Orange and how it relates to depression. Naho starts 11th grade with a letter from herself 10 years in the future. At first she thinks it's a prank, but then she soon finds out that the events mentioned in the letter start to happen in real life. Naho's future self tells her current self that she has one mission to complete, and that is to save Kakeru. So I first want to get into who is Kakeru and why is he important. Kakeru is the new transfer student at her school. He is quite shy and introverted. We as the readers soon find out that Kakeru has depression. Kakeru's life becomes the main core of the story. However, there are many other factors into play. Next, I want to talk about what is depression. So I'm going to be reading from my notes, but depression, or also known as major depressive disorder, is an ongoing feeling of low energy, emptiness, and heaviness. Depression affects a person's thoughts and their ability to live day by day. As the reader, we learn what makes Kakeru become depressed and how serious it is. The mangaka shows that depression is not always visible. Sometimes it's hard to see, and it's very easy to assume that someone else is doing fine just by the way they act. Next, I'd like to talk about the importance of having support. When someone is depressed, there are certain things that can help a person out, but then there's other things that will not help them. As the reader, you see how some of Naho's actions help Kakeru and how other actions don't. We also see that it's not just Naho trying her best to help Kakeru out. We see other characters come into play. Reading this story made it very clear of how important it is to have people who you feel emotionally safe with. Emotional safety is when a person feels safe enough to share their highs and their lows with somebody without feeling like they're going to be judged, ridiculed, or it be used against them. Having someone who you feel emotionally safe with can help you feel less alone and more safer within yourself. Some other traits that are important to have when it comes to helping somebody out with depression are patience and presence. Letting the person know that you're there for them, that they are loved, and that when they are around you, they can take their time, they can be themselves. Doing all these actions won't necessarily solve everything overnight. Rather, it provides that emotional safety and that comfort. I want to next discuss how our lives have meaning. This story shows how we all matter and our lives have value, even if we matter to only one person. I remember a couple of weeks ago running into some Instagram reels where the person was talking about how we all matter to somebody, even the strangers. Like, there are strangers out there that are probably thinking about you right now because of something that you did, something that you said, the way you lightened up the room, etc. So even when you don't think that your presence or your life matters, it does to somebody, even a complete stranger. We all impact each other whether we realize it or not, and that's why it's so important to really act on kindness. Reading this story reminded me of something in Islam that we have called rizq. Rizq is the Islamic idea that everything that we have, from material, emotional, spiritual, our relationships, are all provisions from God. So for example, people can be a form of rizq, the ones who support us, care about us. In this story, everyone is a form of rizq towards each other. So for example, Naho is a form of rizq to Kakeru, and even Kakeru in a way is a form of rizq to Naho. And you can see this in the story by the way they show up for each other, and the way they are supportive towards each other. None of us know what the future holds. Sometimes discussing the future can be very daunting and even scary and can induce anxiety. Reading this story helps me feel more excited about the future than scared, because it shows that so long as you're moving each and every day, doing your best, giving it your all, there's something good to come out of it. Some other lessons I've learned from this series is to just embrace the mundane, be present. I want to close off this video with two quotes that I think are really impactful and that will really help encapsulate what the story is about and also be a great motivation if you need it. So I'm going to be reading from my notes, but the first quote is, "To live means to worry, doubt, and suffer. It definitely isn't easy, but that isn't all there is to it. Fun times and happy times will eventually find you. The pain and the happiness don't come at the same time. In order to find happiness, I believe we also must suffer the pain." And then this one, absolutely love. It's really short, but I really like it. And it's, "If you keep living, good things will come." If you have also read Orange, please let me know and let me know your thoughts on it. I think it's a really great story about mental health, friendship, being supportive of your friends, being there for them. That is it for this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.